Hello, everybody. I'm Eric Whiting, and I'm here today with Doro Pesch. How are you doing, Doro?
Hey, very good. Great to see you. And yeah, today is the kickoff of our US tour, so we're all excited. And yeah.
That's right. Now, last time I talked to you was in 2013. I did a phone interview with you. Could you tell us a little bit about what you've been up to since then?
Yeah,
Oh,
oh
let me
God,
hold the
so much
microphone.
stuff has happened. Yeah, we did actually celebrate our 30th anniversary for a whole year. And we went all over the world and had many great shows. And now it took like 1.5, 2 years to do this DVD. It's our first Blu-ray and like 3 DVDs, 2 Blu-rays, and 1 live record, and it's called Strong and Proud. 30 years of rock and metal, and all our highlights are on, and it kicks off with Wacken, which is one of my favorite festivals, and has many guests on it: Udo Dirkschneider, Biff of Saxon, Lordi, Phil Campbell, everybody, and many great guitar players: Uli John Roth, Chris Carefree, and Blaze Bailey, and we're doing tons of great songs which inspired us so much, like Fear of the Dark, Balls to the Wall, everything. And that's actually, there was, pretty much the whole time, like non-stop touring. And we worked a little bit on a new record, which will hopefully get out next year. And we did one video for a song which I loved so much, that's called Love's Gone to Hell. And you can check it out on YouTube. And I think it's a great song, and video came out really good. And you being a movie maker, I don't know if you've seen it
Yeah,
yet,
I
but
saw
it's,
that.
I think it's very well done. And
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah, good.
But yeah, you've led into one of my next questions. I know you used Kickstarter to fund your
Yeah.
music video. How did that go for you? And was that your first time using Kickstarter?
Yeah, it was the first time, and actually at first I wasn't sure about it, but that song had so much magic. I thought, man, we gotta do it right. Like, I wanted to have a top-notch video because the song called for it. I think it was such a great, classy song. Of course, you can do videos like, black and white or with your cell phone, but I think this one, it needed more. So we did Kickstarter, and with the help of all the fans worldwide, it was awesome. But all the fans, they got something really, really nice, like, for example, my stage clothes or a VIP lifetime pass, something like, which you could not get on our merch thing. So something really special. And I don't know if we would ever do it again, because it was just like, this time I wanted to do something great. But that it worked, that was great. We had no idea that fans would be into it. And I heard in America it's more common. In Europe it's pretty new, so I thought, ooh, maybe people think, why do you have to do it? But times changed. Like, it's not anymore the 80s or 90s where the record companies, they had big budgets to do like video and great production. But I thought, all for the song, and then I think it came out really nice.
But I also wanted to ask you a little bit about your collaboration with Amon Amarth, who are also one of my favorite bands. I
Yeah.
was thrilled to see that you were on their new album. Could you tell me a little bit about working with Amon Amarth?
Yeah, that was a great collaboration. Yeah, actually, I seen them in Wacken a couple of years ago, and I thought the show was great. And I was right, at the monitor desk, and I thought, wow, especially Johan, he reminds me a little bit on a young James Hetfield. He has a great vibe, and people love him. And I thought, wow, I would love to do something with Amon Amarth. So a couple of years later, I got an email, and then they said, well, we have a song, it's called A Dream That Cannot Be, and it would be awesome if you could do the duet part. And I thought, right away, yes, I would love it. And then I went to England, and we did it close to Birmingham with Andy Sneeps. And I was there a couple of days, and we had great fun, and the guys are all awesome, like, wow. Olavi, the guitar player, or they have 2 Johans in the band, and they're all great guys. The bass player, everybody was so cool, and they were all hanging out, and I was singing, and then they told me what they wanted to hear. And then actually, and it just, like, it was flowing, and I thought, this will be good. And it was an honor to be on their record. I love Amon Amarth, always have, and I think that album is great. It's one of my favorite records. Definitely the record of the year, I thought. So it was awesome, and we've performed it live one time. It was a big festival. It was called Rock am Ring, and in Germany. And wow, it was on my birthday, and it was a special treat. And I think people liked it a lot. And yeah, I love that band. It's I think very good. And Johan, what a great singer and front person. He makes people feel good. I love that, and and it's a special talent.
That must have been very cool to play with Amon Amarth,
Yeah,
and especially on your birthday too.
yeah, totally. Yeah.
But one question I was trying to think of is, throughout your years of touring, you've been on the road for a long time. Have you ever had any real frightening incidents or any scary stories while touring that you wouldn't mind sharing? I mean,
No. Well, actually, many incidents, and God, I remember one time we were in the middle of nowhere, somewhere in America. It was probably Nevada, and our tour manager and the road crew, they went to check out the club, wanted to set up, and I was in a little motel, putting my stuff all over, my stage clothes, everything. The band was in the hotel too. So then the tour manager called me up. He said, Doro, we can't play. And I said, why not? And he said, no, it's a place, we will get killed. And I said, why? We are metal, we can do it. He said, no, definitely not. So he was like, really concerned. I thought, let's play. I always played. I never missed a show in my life. But he said, no, let's not do it. It was Warlock times, so it's a long time ago. And then actually, I was in the hotel all bummed out, and then the receptionist called me, and she said, is that the singer? And I said, yeah. And she said, well, the promoter is here with 10 of his friends with baseball bats, and they want to talk to the sick singer because the tour manager said that I'm sick. And I thought, oh my God. I knew tour manager was next door. I called him. I said, hey, so-and-so, they're downstairs with baseball bats, 10 of really hardcore people. And then we escaped through the windows. We left all our stuff, all our gear, my stage clothes. We escaped through the window in our tour bus. And then these guys behind us for 5 hours, they came behind us, and we were always sneaking out in the tour bus. Here we are here in our tour bus. Usually it had windows, and then we were always peeking out. We thought, oh shit, they're still behind us. So it took 5 hours, and it was like a road movie. But we survived it. After 5 hours, they gave up, and I don't even know what that place was called again. But there's always something, But it was quite dangerous, which I love danger. But but there was a little bit, it was too scary. We were all kids back then, so But we just went to the Ukraine, and which was a great experience. And there is a war going on, but we went into places where everything was fine. They treated us so good. It was such a great tour. The fans were so appreciating that we were there. We had awesome shows. But then the first night we got picked up by a big bus from the airport. It was in the middle of the night, and then suddenly the bus caught fire. And we thought, oh no, and it was all smoke. And at first I thought, while we were on it, And then our sound guy said, hey, it's it's on fire. And I thought, he's joking. And then I looked around and I thought, oh God, all you fume going up. And then we ran out of the tour bus in the middle of nowhere. We were standing there. And at the airport, there were so many fans there. And I got tons of flowers, of roses. And then our sound man, Derek, he crawled back into the burning bus and got me all the roses on. He said, and I thought, wow, And then, we waited there a little bit, and then another little bus came to pick us up. So, but I thought, wow, But the road crew, so I want to write a song, my kick-ass road crew, because they're really great. So that just happened 2 weeks ago.
Wow. Those are some crazy stories, especially the Nevada one or something. I'm just trying to think who has time on their hand to chase someone for 5 hours across the state or whatever.
Yeah, they had stamina. Yeah.
Vaguely reminds me of there's a recent movie, Green Room. Green Room. Have you seen that movie? It's about a punk band who get trapped in a neo-Nazi bar, and they have to try to find their way out while the guys are waiting to kill them on the other end. It just reminds me a little of that.
Sounds good.
But I recommend that if you have some time for a movie.
Okay, sounds good.
Is it? Another question I had. I was reading an old interview where you talked a little bit about how you paint sometimes in your spare time. Is that still something you do?
Eric, I have no time anymore. I used to, but besides touring or writing a new record or working on a DVD or CD, there's actually no time. I do a little bit sport on the side. I'm still a big martial arts fan. I love eskrima. That's a Philippine martial arts with, like, you do it with bamboo sticks or knives or swords. It's really cool and keeps your mind, like, sharp, that you always, like, yeah, you have to be very disciplined, and sometimes you get hurt. And then, my trainer always said, okay, when you get hurt, you can either sit down, say, aua, aua, or you can just go on. And I thought, yeah, then we just go on. And it helps when you're doing the show, because you always get hurt, or, you trip, or the guitar player sticks the guitar right into your ribs. There's always something, always blood and sweat. So ever since I'm doing the martial arts, I don't feel any pain anymore. And it's all good, and I can go, for hours, and I don't, feel exhausted, and
very
it's
cool.
actually pretty good, yeah.
I'm glad to hear martial arts has helped you in performing.
Yeah, I love it, and you might be able to defend yourself if you're really in a sticky situation. I've never been into one, but at least you know how to run away, and yeah. Oh God, and I got my stage boots. My tour manager is our drummer, Johnny D, and he just gave me thumbs up because I forgot my stage boots in my hotel. So yeah, and they have magic. I wore them for 25 years, and I couldn't do a show without them, so I'm glad, I can do the show tonight. Yeah, there are little things, the little things in life are important too, and yeah.
Yeah. But, we're almost wrapped up. Just a fun question. Do you have any favorite movies that you like to watch?
Oh, yeah, one of my favorite movies was Midnight Express.
Oh, it's a great movie.
Actually, yeah, no, great. Actually, when I seen it the first time, I had to throw up because
really?
it was so.
When he bit the guy's tongue off.
Yeah, and like and getting stuck in a in a place. I can imagine there are many places like that in the world, and
yeah, it was
you
a
never
rough
want to
movie.
go to what?
That was a rough movie.
Yeah, and I was living in Long Island, and my producer Joey Bellen, who did the Triumph and Agony album with me and Force Majeure record, and we're still working together. Actually, now on a new album. He was living right next door to the guy who it really happened to.
Oh, really?
In Long Island, yeah. And I heard he committed suicide. And I think the actor in the movie too. Yeah, so that was one of my favorite movies. But, I like so many. California I like too, with like the Road movie.
Mm-hmm.
Brad Pitt played like this total antisocial killer. And Juliette Lewis, my favorite actress. I love her. So yeah, many great movies out there. Yeah,
it's hard to pick just one. It's like if someone asked me to pick my favorite bands. I don't know where to begin.
Exactly. And it depends always on your mood as well.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, before we wrap it up, what's in the immediate future for you coming up? Right now, it's 2016. I should know. So, what's on the horizon for you?
Yeah, definitely making a new record. We have kick-ass songs in the making, and there's one song for Lemmy. It's called "Living Life to the Fullest," and to honor Lemmy. And I still wear my Motorhead T-shirt almost every night on stage.
Oh, very
I loved
cool.
Lemmy so much, and we were great friends, and it was an honor to know him. And so a song for Lemmy will be on there. Some really hardcore songs. One is called "Fight Through the Fire," and some other cool songs. So 5 songs are already, they're already almost done. Not mixed yet, but it's. I think it will be a great record, and probably coming out next year. And that's like top priority after all the gigs, and we are touring till December. Like now the America tour, and then in Europe. Some more things, and then and concentrating on good songs, and I feel I want to have some more new songs in the set list where people like love it. And the last record, Raise Your Fist, it went over pretty well, so I probably want to do it in the same vein, like Raise Your Fist or Triumph and Agony record, great fast songs and anthems, and some meaningful songs, some ballads, and some great guests. I don't know who that will be yet, but something would make the fans happy.
Very cool. Well, anyways, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, see you later.
See you, Mel.